Are you looking for the best binoculars? In this video we will look at some of the 3 best binoculars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Vortex Viper HD 8x42. Offering what we believe to be the perfect ratio of performance and price, the Vortex Viper HD 8x42 is the best choice for most people looking to invest in a quality pair of optics. I can see the difference in high-definition glass, which really shines when it comes to clarity, says lead tester Jessica Reconsent. Their high-quality glass resulted in some of the brightest and clearest images in our testing, giving us more reasons to stay out for prolonged wildlife viewings during dawn and dusk. They also boast a 6.0-foot close focus range that will allow you to view critters up close but not scare them away. An exceptionally wide field of view of 409 feet is one of the best in our testing and is only beaten by the Nikon Aculon A211 8x42, which has a claimed field of view of 420 feet. The Viper HD is a great binocular for those seeking wildlife that moves around often and can be harder to pin down. We were amazed by the performance in both our real-world and lab brightness testing. The Viper HD has a fairly standard 8x magnification and a large 42mm objective lens to help capture light. Still, we experienced results that went beyond the specifications thanks to the use of a high-quality set of lenses to give an added boost when it comes to brightness. As a result, we could see patterns, shapes, and color variations more clearly, helping us better identify animals. Impressive results led our tester to comment, "I would consider this pair of binoculars an exceptional benchmark for its tier of optics." Although much more affordable than some of the models it competes with, the Viper HD still costs a pretty penny, meaning these binoculars are not well suited for the casual or occasional user. These are for those of you looking to upgrade your current entry-level set and wanting to invest in something that will give you a big step up in performance. Being an 8x magnification, the Vipers are best suited for viewing wildlife such as birds, where you do not need to scan a far horizon but rather peer out with a wider field of view to catch all the action. The field of view was one of the widest we tested, and Jessica Reconsent mentioned, "I appreciate how easy it is to spot game on the move or a bird in the canopy of a treetop." Although the Vortex Viper had impressive results in clarity and brightness, it didn't necessarily excite us with its comfort and adjustability. One of the biggest standout features is its difficulty in adjusting the focus knob that had our fingers pumped from a workout when put to use. We were confused by the intense knob tension, hoping that this might be an outlier in manufacturing. If ease of adjustment or higher magnification is your top priority, the similarly priced Nikon Monarch M7 10x42 is also great. Number 2. Nikon Monarch M7 10x42. Placed among our top-ranked binoculars in the product test lineup, the Monarch M7 10x42 impresses as an exceptional performer across nearly all test metrics. This full-sized, general-purpose binocular stands out for its bright, crisp, and color-accurate viewing experience. It offers a reasonable weight of 25.5 ounces and more compact dimensions than other high-end 10x42 models. Furthermore, the M7 excels in ease of adjustment and boasts an impressive close focus range, making it a great tool for a wide range of distances you wish to view from. One testing team member points out the advantages of this, saying, "This is my go-to pair. I think they are perfect for viewing insects in a butterfly house, birds in an aviary, or small animals at the zoo." Like a smooth dial on a car stereo, the focus knob on the Monarch M7 felt effortless to push and pull with our fingers. It takes less than a half rotation to adjust from our set short distance of 20 feet to our long distance of over 250 yards away, making the knob sensitive to our touch and allowing us to adapt quickly when searching for many different kinds of animals in the wilderness. According to tester Jessica Reconsent, focusing feels very smooth and fast, and I found it easy to go from close to far objects quickly. The M7 is constructed with a higher magnification, 10x, designed for looking far beyond a tree stand or pond. It performs well for hunters and adventure enthusiasts scouting across a large plain or far distances over the ocean. That said, more advanced birders might prefer a higher magnification of 12x to help aid in difficult distinctions amongst birds, where a closer look can be helpful. Remember that the magnification is indirectly proportional to the field of view, so the smaller 362 feet claimed field of view of the M7 will challenge your skills at honing in on the fluttering creatures. Tester Jessica Reconsent noticed this during testing, saying, "I wouldn't say it was bad tunnel vision, but I found it a bit harder to find and follow birds. The ED glass and multi-coated lens produce a nice crisp clarity, but we did notice more pronounced vignetting, blurriness at the edges, that might annoy some if you're often peering out at a cluster of animals at once. Although it delivers fairly bright views with good light transmission and great ease of adjustment, it falls slightly behind the Vortex Viper HD 8x42, a comparably priced model, in terms of brightness while remaining nearly equal across other test metrics. If you value brightness over ease of adjustment, consider the Vortex Viper HD 8x42 before settling on the Nikons. Or, if you're not restrained by budget, the best of the best on all fronts except cost can be found in the Zeiss Victory SF 10x42, but it will come at a steep cost, 6x more, to be exact. Number 3. Zeiss Victory SF 10x42. The Zeiss Victory SF 10x42 stands out as superior among the binoculars our team evaluated, offering a notably distinct improvement in clarity and performance compared to most others in our lineup. We were first apprehensive about the cost, but when comparing it to the next tier down in price, it was evident that the money went to premier lens technology. Our jaws dropped. Constructed with a 10x magnification, these excelled in our lab and field brightness testing. Lead tester Jessica Rickensand explains the difference. This model bridges the gap between knowing that I'm looking at a bird through a lens and feeling like it is perched right in front of me. The Swarovski EL 8.5x42 is a close competitor of the Zeiss. Still, the Swarovskis have a lower 8x magnification, which correlates to slightly improved brightness for birders or short-range viewers who favor a wider field of view. Measuring comfort can be ambiguous and subjective to the individual. To reduce these concerns, we broke down different components of the ergonomics of binoculars to get a more analytical result of what everyone will experience when out viewing. Binoculars can be a forearm burner, especially when you're looking out for extended periods, which is our goal. The Zeiss Victory helps out our forearms by designing its balance point just slightly back from the midpoint, alleviating some of that tension caused by the downward force of the large objective lens at the other end. It seems remedial in the land of design concepts, but we found that most of the balance points in our selection teeter unfavorably, causing fatigue problems. The Zeiss Victory is for those who do not have a limit on what they're willing to spend on a pair of binoculars. The Zeiss stands out as the best among the other high price tags. It wasn't the brightest or clearest, but it had the highest combined score when considering all metrics. It consistently stood near the top, whereas others had a larger difference between their strengths and weaknesses. This pair was a favorite of our advanced testers because of its higher magnification and a beneficial balance point that allowed us to keep our eyes on the prize longer before taking a break. If the high price tag makes you hesitate, consider it a long-term investment. Jessica notes, with proper care, I believe these could be used for generations. While the Zeiss did perform well overall, we saw a couple of design quirks that bugged us. The eye cups weren't the easiest to work with as they do not have distinct retracting notches. We found ourselves twisting back and forth to try and find the matching resting place for each barrel. While we did favor the midpoint design, there's still the underlying factor that comes with a high-quality lens. A higher weight, this model weighs in at 28.2 ounces, which is on par with other top-quality models but significantly heavier than a more affordable pair like the Celestron Nature DX8x42 at 22.8 ounces. However, if you're looking at this section, you're likely in the market for a top-tier viewing experience. The Leica Noctivid 10x42 narrowly beat out the Zeiss overall for clarity, so if that aspect is your greatest concern, you'll want to set your eyes on those pair of optics. Either way, you'll be delighted to know that we did see a significant step up in performance for both of these models that could warrant a high investment if you have the cash to spend.